popcorn and Papa Gamers. Welcome to Gamers Go to the Movies, the only GigaBoots podcast where we have to watch every live action or high budget CG Hollywood adaptation of a video game. I'm your host, Noel Slamrocket, and with me is Bob,
Yoshi,
Dr. Aggro,
I definitely have feet,
and Chris Wolfhard.
Bing, bing, Watu.
And that's right, this time we sat down watching the cutting edge of video game movies, Super Mario Galaxy. So I'm not going to be able to get reliable box office for this one. That will be a consideration I have down the road when we have to rewatch the other Mario movies. We can bring that up. Maybe the Sonic movies, that'll be a discussion for, which we got to rewatch those.
When the third Mario movie comes out.
I was gonna say they're gonna call the third one Bowser's Fury, but it's like, oh no, they made a reference to that already. They can't call it that, can they?
They kind of used everything in this one.
They sure
It's probably going to be a
did.
Smash Brothers movie at that point.
Please just move on to a Smash Brothers movie. Anyways, if you've never watched an episode of Gamers Go to the Movies before, we spend the beginning chunk of it just talking about the movie, doing a vague plot synopsis. And then towards the end, we get into our segments of like, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. Is this worse than the Tekken movie? What's the star power like in this? How faithful to the games is this? Is this a substitute? And et cetera, et cetera. And the most important thing of all movies, is it normal person friendly? Because not being normal person friendly means you shouldn't have made it at all, actually.
Yeah, probably.
that's how that works.
You're supposed to trick normal people into playing video games.
Has there been any one of these where we were like, yeah, I would never take a normal person to see it? It was good, though.
Huh. What moment? I'm scrolling.
I don't think so.
I'm scrolling.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened.
No. You want to know the truest cost, the most dire cost of doing this series? On Trans Day of Visibility, my friend, another trans girl, gave me a fucking Borderlands movie popcorn bucket. Talk about shit that wouldn't have fucking happened if not for this specific show. The cost is immense.
I forgot that fucking thing went to theaters.
I remember seeing the giant posters and stands for it and just going, that's not gonna go well. Anyway, I guess we should get started talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Oh man, this is gonna be possibly one of our most brief plot summaries / discussions ever, I feel like.
It is just back-to-back action sequences and then it's over.
This is, they turned the Mario movie into the Minecraft movie.
A little bit, yeah.
But here's what, even this was not immune to studios being bizarrely reactionary to criticism.
So in
what way?
Yeah, I was going to say, so in what way specifically did you think of that because of this?
Was there a single needle drop in this movie?
Yes, the Yoshi walking sequence.
Oh, I
Okay,
forgot.
so there is one, but there was
were
like
a couple
4
Yoshi scenes.
Yeah, there are about 3 or 4. Meanwhile, the first movie is nothing but that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it feels like a lot of people complained about that, so it feels like it felt very consciously, we will not do that this time. Instead, we will put orchestral Mario music over the scenes. Like, I kept expecting needle drops every time there was an action sequence. I was sure there was going to be one in that casino, but no.
Oh yeah, I expected Ballroom Blitz to kick in the middle of Peach fighting in the casino cube. It is worth noting, they actually did have a soundtrack more like this for the original Mario movie, and the suits got insecure, it seems. This is my understanding of the situation. And then they did all the needle drops. Like, originally, there was going to be a score a lot more just Mario music and movie music fusion.
Yeah, like you can find, like they even released that as a soundtrack.
It's fucking wild. So, I mean, at least in that case, it's the feedback from the public reassured people that maybe the soundtrack being a normal fucking soundtrack was fine.
Yeah, I enjoyed hearing Mario music in the Mario movie. Like, that was one of the best parts.
Yeah, that was good. It was just weird that it happened.
Yeah, they had multiple songs that just weave together 5 different Mario game soundtrack into a seamless mix, and I was like, this is really cool. I did a fun thing for this movie. I've not done this for any other movie. So I went to the theater. In front of us, there were like, 16, 13-year-old kids with a couple parents. And so I had the direct comparison between me watching the movie and them watching the movie. This is a younger person movie. This is just a comedy slapstick action film that's okay for children based on a huge IP. So for this movie, I pointed at the screen every time there was a thing that was a reference to a thing, and oh boy, my arms, they got tired.
Yeah, that's like all this movie is.
It is dense.
I had to start using both hands because they would cut to a wide shot. There would be 17 things in it. I'd be like, oh shit. And that's just the visuals. The soundtrack was also doing that, as they have subtle references to certain songs before they get into other ones, and it's a pretty fucking good soundtrack. It's much better than the first movie, frankly. You know, the real Mario music from the first movie, not the random songs they licensed. I'm gonna go ahead and say I enjoyed it more than the kids in front of me for certain. The only time I can recall them laughing loudly was when Luigi's like, "Oh, you like the princess, huh? Ha ha! Look at you, feelings." And that was about it. That was about the only joke they really appreciated. They have no reverence for Mario 64 jokes about the monkey that steals shit from you. Why do they not understand that this is funny when the monkey steals the thing from you? So I don't know how quick we want to get into spoilers. This movie is just that, though. Like being completely straightforward, not
it's
being
stimuli
sarcastic.
Like, it's barely coherent.
It's 10 million references to things that are Mario things, and then Fox McCloud, and it just keeps going. The whole movie. It's a lightning fast 99 minutes of fucking action scenes.
The funniest joke in this movie is a joke you wouldn't know from watching the movie, which is that they got Donald Glover to be Yoshi, but only say Yoshi and make Yoshi sounds.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's just like Groot.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that from watching the movie. You wouldn't go, "Oh, that's Donald Glover."
No.
I was so happy he didn't talk.
Yeah, no, I was worried when Donald Glover was announced to him that he would talk. Honestly, watching this, I was like, did Miyamoto get more involved? It was like, hey, no story. We don't want that. That's not what Mario is.
Yeah, I mean, the thing opens with Miyamoto's emissaries, the Star Children, just screaming, "No, not that story, not that story." And I'm like, Miyamoto must feel happy right now. Oh, they asked for a different story. No, Miyamoto's pissed again.
I just think that's what Illumination movies are, because there was a trailer for another one.
Yes, Minions versus Monsters. Or Minions and Monsters.
Minions and Monsters. I think it's like, so that's all Illumination movies. That's all. That seems to be what children's movies are now, is just Minecraft.
Well, I don't know. I would say there's a chasm of difference between Minions and Monsters, which had classic visual gag comedy built into it, and Minecraft, which is just yelling ninja roll as you tumble sideways.
Yeah. Like, I get the comparison structurally between the two movies. I feel like this one was a lot more trackable by the human mind as a story where things happen one after the other because of.
Mm-hmm.
You could totally remove that the honeybee segment. It just wouldn't matter. That's
that is the most.
That's the thing from Mario Galaxy. Put it in.
That's the most obviously underdeveloped thing in this movie is everything to do with the Bee Planet, because it's on screen for maybe 1.5 minutes total.
Yeah, they have that conversation with Bowser, they make him big, and then it's over.
It's like 50% of Bowser's character arc, which is undoing Bowser's character arc. Which,
yeah,
honestly,
it's very strange.
When I got done with this movie, I loved that. Where it's like, no, nobody learned anything. Nobody changed for the better. We just had Bowser going, "Oh shit, you're right. I love conquering shit." And the rest of the movie was cool, with cool stuff happening.
Yeah, so when the next movie is just the Smithy gang and its Mario RPG's plot. Bowser, having not become a better person, works way better in that capacity.
That is like the only thing that's left.
I figure they could just redo Bowser's arc like this exact way every movie.
And they almost certainly will.
That kind of would just be great.
But like, they used every Odyssey thing pretty much. They used like every Galaxy thing. I guess they could do a Sunshine movie.
They used everything for Sunshine because of all the Bowser Jr. stuff in this movie. Like,
Yeah,
but
they didn't give him the flood, and they didn't go to Delfino Island, which is a new location that they can.
They showed the creatures from Delfino Island, though.
Yeah, they showed the Delfino people.
Like they cram everything in here, but like they didn't. I don't think it's there are more references to make. Mario is a visually deep product.
I think Mario RPG is the best way to go with this though, because then they get to team up and the enemies are just generic non-human entities. We love that for our movies.
Yeah, all that's left is kind of the RPG games for things that you could like mine for an even remotely coherent story.
Oh, please don't involve the Bean Kingdom. Please do not involve any. I don't know if I'm brave enough to be like, I'm going to go watch the Mario movie about the Bean Prince and the Bean Kingdom.
I don't think they would do that.
I don't know. Cackletta would look really cool in Illumination CG.
We could go a lot deeper into Mario too. Like I feel like we set up Wart's revenge plot.
That's true.
We did.
I do love how it was just them all hanging out in a basement together.
Yeah, they even got like famous voice or famous actors for all of those characters. Like, okay, is this going to be a bigger thing?
I really appreciate that they had Wart and stuff. That's great. Birdo was on screen. I just sit there and wonder, so is the next movie fusing like Super Mario Land and Mario 2? Is that what we're doing?
I don't think there's no way to I thought Tatanga might be the secret deep pull, but like they're never bringing that motherfucker in.
The 6 golden coins movie.
They'll just stick Daisy into whatever they do.
I don't like that. Anything is on the table clearly because look at how visually like they put every reference they could possibly think of in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would you not expect them to pull literally anything now?
I mean, yeah, I think the ultimate move from here is we have to do Smash Bros. Because this, how do I put this? I guess the second Sonic movie is kind of the worst because of the wedding plot. So in a sense, plot-wise, this might also be the low point for the series. Who knows until they make another one? But they clearly want to get more into the other properties with Star Fox and stuff.
Star Fox is explicitly from another dimension.
Uh-huh.
And they do the whole thing with Rosalina had to send Peach away from something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely surprised that we didn't get more of a look at. I guess they knew if they gave any kind of visual identity to that other thing that people would know.
It's just going to be Master Hand, and they can't show even a bit of the glove.
Or it's going to be Taboo.
Yeah, Taboo.
We're just not going to get the Smash movie until they figure out who The Rock is going to voice.
Sephiroth.
Personally, I can't wait to hear Jason Momoa as Ike.
I'm like sitting there and I'm like, who's Kevin Hart? The shortest Smash character, Little Mac.
Yes.
Are they gonna like side port the Rosalina Peach thing to the games?
Oh yeah, I feel like
I'm really
they're
curious.
Gonna do that, and man, that's lame. I guess we'll start talking about that. That is like one of the only things in the movie that I feel is an actual like thing that you wouldn't want to say. So that way, when people watch it, they go, "Oh, that's canon now."
Yeah, that's like literally the only spoiler in the entire fucking movie.
Right, only because they told us about the Star Fox thing.
Yeah,
a week ago.
Who is certainly a much larger part of that movie than I expected him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's a larger part of the movie than Rosalina.
Yeah, it's weird.
So is Yoshi.
I can't complain, though. I think the Star Fox stuff is the best stuff in the movie. I might just be a blind fanboy at this point, but at the entire time it was on screen, I was basically yelling.
It was neat to see him in that fidelity and with all of his limbs for some reason.
Oh, does he not have the robotic? No, he just has cool boots.
No, he's like they make a point.
They were never
put the
robotic.
camera at his feet and go, look at my cool boots.
Does Fox not have feet?
That was a fan theory for a while that was never confirmed by anything.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think he's supposed to have been in like major crashes or anything. Like
the fan theory, as it used to be, was that because the characters in like the original, like in the box art, have these really spindly space boots. That like they had the dark secret of Star Fox was they had their legs amputated to minimize the G-force's effects on them. So like the blood had less places to go.
Okay. I see.
It was never actually in anything. It was just like a dark secret YouTube video type thing. I'm glad that Star Fox has a character much more like Star Fox 64, I feel. Because I never knew, because I had played Star Fox 64 literally the weekend before I saw this. Where he's like watching someone die that he killed exploding in the ship, and he's like, sorry to jet, but I'm in a hurry, and then zooms off. Which is a lot more in tone with how he is in this movie than I feel like he is in a lot of the later games.
Yeah, no, it is pretty on spot with just being like, no, he is trying at all times to be cool.
They didn't have to do the barrel roll thing twice, though. Like, they didn't have to make that reference twice. One would have been enough.
Yeah, one was definitely enough. Arguably, more than enough.
I was really surprised, like, Luigi didn't point out that it was an aileron roll.
Right?
I felt it coming in my bones.
I did quite enjoy them referencing the other members and then taking a shot at Slippy for no reason.
That was weird.
They should have had him as he was crashing being like, oh God, I don't want to end up like my father.
Yeah, it was a little weird when Fox just got super serious. He's like, that's what I get for hiring a frog as a mechanic. It's just like, what? Why is he like this?
Fox is a racist.
Yeah, no, that was weird. Anyway, so as we all established, Fox would have been the biggest twist if not the Rosalita Peach thing. So that it's hilarious that the plot summary for this movie on Wikipedia, the first sentence is the Rosalita Peach thing. And I'm like, that's amazing.
What? Why?
That's it. Because they know. The person who wanted to summarize this absolutely knows. And they're like, well, chronologically, that's first. So we're putting that as the first sentence. Man, this movie really is just a lot of not wanting to have like character development or small moments or slow moments or anything, and it's kind of unreal.
Based.
It's really funny when it's like, Princess Peach, we need your help. Rosalita's missing. And then she's like, oh, okay, I'll go with one toad alone. And Mario and Luigi are like, okay, we can run things here. Like, yeah? One toad? She went with one toad and no one's thinking we should find her and help? You're just going to run the castle of the kingdom? Well, okay, here's 7 vignettes that are funny. Okay, I guess this is fine.
I mean, it's canonical in the movie series that she is a much more competent combatant than he is.
Not so much in this movie.
No, he has eaten his Wheaties. He has leveled up.
Yeah, they still make her like basically every fight she's in, she wins. I was with that precedence. I found it so weird that Rosalina is the exact opposite of. We see 2 things of her combating stuff, and she loses both time completely.
Look, she's going up against much bigger things. Rosalita's insanely powerful. She's shooting beams and shit. It opens with a DBZ fight.
She does kind of just rinse that Mac.
Yeah, like she plot loses.
The
part where she turns stars into buzzsaws and cuts that thing's legs off was kind of incredible.
Yes, it was. That was great.
I thought every scene of Bowser Jr. using the paint axe was actually really cool.
Yeah, they did a lot of good fight choreography in this from the angle of it being visually interesting shit.
Yeah, like Bowser Jr.'s presentation along with fucking what is the actual name of Dry Bones Bowser?
Dry Bowser.
Is it just Dry Bowser? Yeah, like both of them being presented as like legitimate threats, especially in a younger kids movie, was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bowser showing up dual wielding axes was kind of incredible.
Oh my god. In a movie full of look at this reference to a thing, him running out on the bridge over lava with the axe, I almost shit.
Yeah, fair.
I liked them bringing out the dragon from Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny it has more of an explanation in this movie than in Odyssey, where it's just a thing Bowser has.
Yeah, no, I saw it and once again was like, Bayonetta?
And you got that part when when Bowser first gets to the planet fortress, and you see all the Koopas riding the roller coaster and cheering, and then they go down into the lava, and when it comes out, they're dry bones and they're all still cheering.
Mm-hmm.
We have to consider the possibility that Bowser might be a Lord of Chaos.
He might be.
Oh yeah, because with the soundtrack, early on in the movie, we start doing literal Star Wars shots and have the Star Wars theme play, and I'm like, they can't just do this. And then I remember, right, this is a Star Wars theme, but they stole it in Mario 3, so it's okay.
Well, actually, it's a reference to, what is it called? The planetary movements or the...
Yes, it's true.
So it's really good how this just really wraps around here. Yeah, no, it really was absurd when they just kept referencing things up to the point of the Odyssey Dragon. I'm like, we're just everything. Everything is in this movie. You are acting like your ass is going to run out of ideas, and everything related to Mario ever, between the T-Rex and the dragon in Odyssey and everything else, must be here. Motherfuckers are worried lightning won't strike a third time for Mario.
Like, it really feels like, usually you describe it as trying to cram as many references as you can. When you get down to like, okay, we want to reference Mario and Luigi babies, and we want to have the Super Scope.
Right?
It's
How
gotta
do we
be
fit
in one
them
scene.
both in the movie?
God. Always so honest, I think Bowser Jr. is a terrible, horrible character that should never be in anything, and somehow they made him acceptable in this movie.
Well, yeah, they made him a character who's got some spunk, and he doesn't just go, "Give me back my mama." So, that helps.
That's a pretty impressive buff considering how much Bob hates Mario Sunshine. Possibly because Noel forces him to keep being in the presence of Mario Sunshine.
I would argue the internet and capitalism keep forcing Bob to be in the presence of Mario Sunshine. Yeah, I think the most tested Bob will ever be in the entire history of this podcast network is if the next movie is just the Mario Sunshine movie.
Then you have an excuse to play that hack that puts all the levels in one map.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
If Daisy is just for some reason obsessed with like tropical living, that will be a hilarious movie though.
They could make Sarasaland tropical. They could like make it surrounded by water.
Mm-hmm.
They could make it into Alabasta.
I noticed they didn't have a voice for her when she showed up at the end of this movie.
Yeah, they don't want to waste that for a post-credit scene. A second post-credit scene, which I don't think you should be allowed to do.
No, that's been a classic.
Yeah, we've been at that point for quite a while now.
Look, it should be once the fancy credits stop, you should be allowed to leave.
No.
Yeah, I did. What are we talking about?
Oh, they showed Rosalina. Or they showed Daisy.
There's a tiny little non-speaking thing where she punches the monkey that stole something from somebody and gives it back to them.
They wanted to save a little bit of money and not pay Gal Gadot yet.
God, it better not
it's gonna be Zenyatta.
Zendaya?
Yeah, Zendaya. I got it mixed up with the musician, but it's gonna be Zendaya. You know it is.
I'm still holding out for Michelle Rodriguez.
Ooh,
that would be delightful. That's too delightful. That's too good.
I'm sorry, we must now cast her as Chris Pratt.
Not again.
Chris Pratt did kind of just disappear into Mario this time for me, where I was kind of aware it was Chris Pratt in the first one. It's like, yeah, it's just Mario.
I think part of that, for me at least,
He's a weird little fat man.
is that there is not that much Mario in this movie, like by comparison to other characters.
I am glad we no longer have to deal with Mario's imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking character arcs out made it a much better movie.
That I honestly do kind of like this one more than the first one, mostly just because the visual stuff looks nicer, but not having to go through here is the plot of the movie that always has to be the first movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I like this movie more than the first movie. I think it's much, much funnier. I like the soundtrack a shitload more. There's some really good action scenes and shit in this, which there's some neat stuff in the first movie, for sure, but the fights are nowhere near as good as the ones in this one.
Yeah, a lot of these go crazy. And oh my God. I had managed to not think of it. I didn't think of it for days leading up to this. I had basically forgotten about it. But we start the Kaizo level sequence, and they do like the shot from behind Mario and Peach as you look at all the flame pillars, and the first thing I think is focus M.
I thought that. I think every time they cut to the sprites, that one was fine because it was on a screen. But at the end when they do it, I just think, man, what college humor video is this?
Yes.
What dorkly video am I watching?
Absolutely. I was like, are we just doing it Code Monkeys next time?
I honestly, my number one thing is in like the people who sat next to me, which I believe, Bob, were you on my right or were you 2 slots away? I can't remember.
I think I was on your right.
Okay. You may have heard a pained sound come out of me when they showed the Peach sprite, because I know whoever made that sprite for Super Mario World 1 billion years ago went,
Did
it's
not
good
ever
enough.
Yes. And they also clearly based the Rosalina sprite on it, so it was also bad.
Yeah, it was like, you really didn't make a new one?
Like, guys,
didn't they recolor it for this so it looks weirder even?
I think it's a
I
little
think they
different.
like
and
touched
I
up the
can't-
hair.
I can't figure out how, but yeah, it fucking sucks that Rosalina gets a good sprite, and then Peach is that fucking Super Mario World one, and I'm like, come on. Also, they keep matching up different assets from different Marios in that 2D stuff, and I'm like, but whatever. I just feel bad for the person who made the fucking sprite for Peach in 1990 or whatever.
I think this movie did a really good job of riding a conservative middle line of not being cowards by having Rosalina be enormous, but not really showcasing it by only ever having her stand next to Peach or Bowser.
There was a point in us watching where, during the fight sequence with Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, and then they're fighting the Bowsers, right? They get the power-ups, and Yoshi clearly got the pee balloon, and he's inflated. And someone in the theater screamed, "It should have been her." And I don't know.
Did that actually happen?
No, none of this happened.
Okay, thank God. I don't know. The people are freaks.
In that moment, I decided I would lie.
But people, it clearly isn't afraid of that, considering they have Peach do the mushroom to just be like, Wart, you're going to tell us where Rosalina is or I'm going to stomp on your balls. He's like, oh, no, don't do that. I'd hate that. Just like everyone in the audience would.
Yep. I had a whole row of 9 to 11-year-olds behind me.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And my seat did not remain unkicked for a minute.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's the weird situation. I told my own dear sainted mother that I had to go see this movie to make an episode about it. She volunteered to come. She had seen the first one and she wanted to watch this one.
Okay.
So we're waiting for the movie to start, and the kid behind me just drops his whole ass bag of popcorn on the floor. I just hear it waterfall. And I'm like, that sucks for you, kid. 5 minutes later, another group of kids come in. And as they climb the stairs and they get even with Ro. He sees all the spilled popcorn, and out of his mouth comes, "It's just like Chicken Jockey." And I felt my mother tense up next to me, and I looked over, and she has this look on her face like, this is the day I finally beat up a child in public. I think if that kid had acted up, my mother would have wrecked him.
Because the idea for people who aren't connecting it is that people would fuck up the theaters when they said Chicken Jockey.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Fucking hilarious. Man. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
The benefits of going to a midnight showing.
Yeah, it was really good because, like, the kids in front of us, they're 16 to 13. There are like 3 or 4 of them and the 2 adults. And one of them even made the reference of, "I just woke up to come here." And so they're like sleepy and not in the same hype level as me and the other 40-plus-year-olds in the audience.
Yeah. God, no, I love seeing children's movie with children.
Yeah. It gives you, I appreciate the perspective always. You know, we were talking about recently how I appreciated being in a theater watching The Rise of Skywalker and hearing people in the theater go, "What?" That shit's hilarious. But it was a pretty good experience here just because, like, yeah, a lot of the people I watched it with were in their 40s or even 50s wearing Mario merch. And it's a midnight showing. The theater's nowhere near full because it's what, Bob, how many different showings did they have that night? Was it like 3 or?
No, it was like 5 or 6. It was a lot.
It was so many showings, and I'm just like, I simply don't care enough to pay for the better theater. I'm just here to watch the Mario movie, which is unfortunately the pixel aspect ratio was off. It wasn't a 1:1. It was more like a 0.95, a little scrunched, a little tall. But that's fine. The important thing is that I didn't pay for the D-box seat to watch the Mario movie. Yeah, no, it was so funny. Just all these moments that are funny to everyone else in the theater, but not the kids in front of us.
Yeah, it is. It does feel like it's made for 35-plus-year-olds.
Yeah, there was the action is universal, but a lot of this movie was very fascinatingly upfront with the fact that we are adapting 30-plus years of video game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't pretend they were doing something else. They didn't try to make something isolated and monolithic. They're like, we're making a Mario movie. We're going to put Mario stuff in it because that's what you came to see. Are we all on board with the experience here?
Yeah, like, it has things in the movie and they're allowed to exist without someone explaining them. And I feel like that first Mario movie definitely has a little bit more of that vibe. Like, oh, we got to explain the things. You can't just have a thing do a thing. We got to explain this. There's this secret casino realm underneath the surface of this travel galaxy thing, and it's full of, like, criminal lords and a casino cube, and that's what's down there. Fuck you, kid. Whatever. We need somewhere to put our pantheon of badass villains. Wart, Birdo, Mauser? What's the name of the mouse guy from Mario 2? Yeah, it is Mauser. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Mauser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the last guy, though? There was one more dude. Wasn't there down there? Maybe it was just the monkey. Maybe it's just the monkey.
No, I think you're right. I think there was another one, but I can't remember what that is.
Mario 2. They summoned the ninjas.
Oh, man. Yeah. Again, the Peach versus the ninjas fight. I really did expect Ballroom Blitz any second. So we all agree Fox McCloud in this movie is like some kid's like furry awakening, right? Where they're like, wow, he's the coolest ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
that's great.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, probably.
That's great. I'm happy for them. They need to make that Star Fox movie.
They really do.
I'm looking. They haven't even announced the movie, and I'm looking forward to the post-credit scene with Crystal.
I mean, they did get Glenn Powell to be Star Fox because he was in Top Gun Maverick. like very transparently.
Oh, he wanted to be.
he's in that?
He wanted to be Fox McCloud. Apparently, he was like, no. I need to be this. I love Fox McCloud. And it's like, yeah, I can get that now that I've heard him be Fox McCloud. This guy loves this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that feels like a genre of movie that's easy to do, especially animated. So, yeah, and we already know they I think they already confirmed a Donkey Kong movie. So I guess we'll get a couple of those and then a Smash Brothers movie.
Yeah, I feel like a Donkey Kong movie makes sense, given that he was nowhere in this film. There was references.
Yeah, we
to
saw
him,
in the
and that's it.
background once.
Oh,
Like,
did we?
good.
I didn't even know he was in the background once.
I believe that he was in the background when they showed Yoshi going to New York.
Yeah, he was. He was up on like the.
That's right. He was tearing
the
shit
lines.
up. Yep.
But yeah, I wonder if for Star Fox they would do the 2D anime style like they had for his backstory here. That'd be kind of incredible.
That would be neat.
That's not a movie. The animated films, 2D animated films, aren't real movies. I'm sorry. It has to be CG. That's the only way it's a real movie. Ask Hollywood. They'll tell you.
I see.
It's like Chicken Chucky.
God, what a nightmare.
That's awesome.
Oh God. I did want to bring up one thing that was not the fault of this movie. Before the movie, there was a preview for a Paw Patrol movie.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all saw it too. The opening shot of this movie has an image of what, to me, for a delirious, glorious, hope-seeding 2 seconds, looked like white base. And I went, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did I just not hear about a Gundam? It's a Paw Patrol movie.
I mean, they did announce that I think they are currently filming that Gundam movie right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine a Gundam movie that would show up here before the Mario movie, though. That would be terrible, but also hilarious.
I'm just trying to imagine Bright having the G.I. Joe-like energy he would have to in order for that to make sense.
I mean, like, the original Mobile Suit Gundam, cast-wise, it's basically Paw Patrol.
Yes, it is. No, I'm there with you.
I just have to take your word for it. I don't know a single goddamn thing about Paw Patrol other than ACAB replies to them.
So, I think we've talked about the film enough. Any last musings, criticisms, etc. to stuff in here before we get to our categories?
I guess that they really rush through the Peach Rosalina stuff way too quickly. Like that just feels
that scene
absurd.
That scene is like amazingly funny in how abrupt it is because they do the music. They're like, here's some Mario Galaxy music. We're doing the child storybook. It's retelling that they're sisters. And they just hard cut away and drop the music in a way that's fucking funny. Like, that is funny editing. They're like, okay, that's over. Shut the fuck up.
Were you emotional? Get over it. It's over. We're moving on. We're
moving to babies. We gotta get this moment out of the way so we can have more babies on screen. Oh man. Yeah, it's true. That feels underdeveloped. Yoshi is so completely not the core important thing in this movie that it's really funny that's the post-credits tease of the first one.
Oh yeah, well, we're talking about that post-credit tease for Yoshi and Yoshi's appearance in this.
Yeah.
Is that shot of the egg a direct reference to the Mario movie from the 90s?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's
making
egg.
Sure.
It's an egg in the Manhattan sewers. Like, we're doing that. Yeah. That's what they wanted to end the first one on because it was a hype thing, and then you get to this movie and it's like, we're gonna spend maybe 9 minutes setting up Yoshi, and then he's just another cast member and not important for the entire rest of the film.
I actually really enjoyed that Toad hated Yoshi because Yoshi kind of did kick Toad out of the movie.
It's true.
It's true. Good.
And I'm kind of like fine with that.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, I like Toad. Oh.
Fuck him.
I do think it's funny that Yoshi could web swing with his tongue. That's really good. He's just swinging around everywhere, doing his action sequences. Okay, well, let's get to our categories. But first, hi, Noel here. You know what I love? I love eating food and paying rent. And you can help me do these things by heading on over to patreon.com/GB podcast, where you can help us do these podcast series by giving us money to buy food and pay rent. But also you get exclusive access to commentary tracks for something like 70 plus films and access to the exclusive movie Isolation 119, a film about a man whose brother was injured, so he has to go to Thailand. That was made so that way he could do a tax write-off for going to Thailand. That is patreon.com/GB podcast. First category, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. How are we rating this movie? We don't have to use a number scale, so good luck comparing our scores here to our scores in the other review.
We got them.
Speaking of which, I guess I could do a throwback to that. Hey, if you want to see us talk about the original Mario movie for now, because we will get to it later on Gamers Go to the Movies, but if you're impatient, right now you can go watch Force Feedback Mario, and both of those movies show up over there. It's pretty cool. It's Force Feedback is like a 3-cam video thing, kind of like a Red Letter Media thing. It's great. Anyway, let's get to it. Bob, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways.
I have to give it a thumbs up just because Fox McCloud was in it.
Dr. Agro.
Yeah, thumbs up. This was a great time.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll also go ahead and give it a thumbs up.
I am also giving it a thumbs up. I think it's better than the first movie. I think it's much, much funnier, and the action's cool as hell. The only problem with this movie is that they're going to make Peach and Rosalita sisters. We could just skim past this. This is not worse than the Tekken movie. Does anyone protest me writing no in all these thoughts?
No.
No.
No, it is not in no universe.
So that brings us to star power on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the strongest, 1 being the weakest. What is the star power of this film? I will go ahead and just go first. 5. This is probably the most star power we're ever going to see in this series. It is insane.
Until the Smash movie.
Until the Smash movie, which again will have The Rock as Sephiroth. just going from the main A-list main cast here. This has Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Benny Safdie, Donald Glover, Glenn Powell, Brie Larson, Louise Guzman, Issa Rae, and Kevin Michael Richardson. And that's just the main cast. Absolutely insane. Bob.
Yeah, I guess it's appropriate that the Mario movie has an insanely high star power. But yeah, this isn't like other stunt casts or anything. There's nobody in this list that isn't an A-lister. Like, it's kind of ludicrous. I don't think we're ever going to match this. It's just the Mario movies are going to get 5s and nothing else can.
I would really love it if the next Sonic movie has a panic attack and starts, like, bloating the budget by hiring absolute swaths of A-lister celebrities.
Someone call Luis Guzman.
Aggro, 1 to 5 scale.
Yeah, Luis Guzman is Wart. Let's give it a 5.
And Chris.
Yeah, 5. Couldn't be anything but a 5.
The funny thing about Louise is I'm watching the movie, right? I'm watching the movie and I'm like, I know this actor. I know this voice. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I had to look it up after.
Next category, faithfulness. On a scale of 1 to 100, how faithful is this to the Mario games? We start with Aggro.
Oh, God, this is difficult because they put in so much effort to just cram every little crevice with something from a Mario game. And then they made Peach and Rosalina sisters for some reason.
They sure did that.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure that they've already come out and said, no, that's going to be real in the games.
Oh, my God.
Did they?
Let me see. I read something on IGN like today.
Dude, I have no doubt they're going to do that because they need to do... They don't actually have to do anything, but I feel like part of them wants to have that connection because it makes the characters better in their brain.
Hmm.
So technically, long term, that's faithful.
Right.
retroactively. Like everything's here, but nothing in the arrangement or context it should be. But they're Mario games. They're all kind of remixed like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in that way it's kind of perfect. Like I'll give it a 95, pending canon adjustments vis-a-vis consanguinity.
Chris, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 90. I can't give it 100 just because. Now, like, it's like saying, well, is the box of a puzzle pieces a perfect a perfect adaptation of the puzzle? It's like, well, all the pieces are in there. They're kind of in disarray, though. I did like that. In addition to the mech being in the movie, that Bowser Jr.'s stuffed animals were all bosses from Galaxy. In the flashback.
Oh.
Huh.
Like the mole and
Yeah.
the other thing that I forget the name of.
I was pointing a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Bob, what is your score?
Yeah, this feels like pure and unfiltered from the source. Just Mario. The only, like, bizarre, weird things would be, well, I don't like that voice being coming out of a Mario character. And also, war should only exist in a dream world.
How do you know they aren't in a dream?
I don't. Anything is possible. It's Mario. I think I'm just going to give it the 100% because it's nothing but things from Mario at all corners.
I'm sorry. I just have the Wikipedia article up in the corner, and I see Jack Black expressed interest in Pedro Pascal being cast to voice Wario in the sequel. I'm going to give this a 97 because it is really, really exactly Mario, but they have slightly shifted things around. Like the Casino Underground thing is not exactly a thing from the games, but it's full of things from the games constructed into a thing. Like even the platforms are just Mario Galaxy platforms where you jump on them and it changes the color or it disappears slowly. It's the whole movie end to end feels like that. And I guess arguably 3% could also account for Star Fox isn't in Mario. Star Fox is supposed to be in Star Fox. Yeah, but Smash Brothers is in Mario.
Oh, that was another cool thing about the Star Fox thing. Is it feels like one of the ending to Star Fox Command where it's like, yeah, we just wrote some insane thing where he goes to another dimension.
Yeah, I really appreciate a warp reactor exploding and causing a dude to shift to another dimension. That's awesome. Is this a suitable substitute for the game Mario Galaxy?
Oh, that specific one?
It is called Super Mario Galaxy.
It is.
Well, I'm going to start with Chris. Chris, is this a suitable substitute for the game?
Nah. Just nah. That's all.
That's
no. Just like my previous statement, a collection of puzzle pieces is not a suitable substitute for the puzzle.
Bob.
Okay, so I think watching this movie actually caused like me to have a weird mental state adjustment. Like I got ADHD for that entire day after having watched it.
Oh man, ADHD for
like
one day. That must have been rough for you.
Look, I say that, but I know I have ADHD tendencies in general. But it was extreme. Like I couldn't focus or do one thing for hours afterwards. Like I think I have to play Mario. So no, I don't think it was a substitute.
I see.
It made me want to play Mario.
Aggro.
Purely by dint of the fact that while explaining to my mother that it was weird that Peach and Rosalina are sisters now, I actually said the sentence, so after watching that movie, you now know everything that I know about Rosalina because I didn't play Galaxy. I'm going to go with yes.
It doesn't activate any of my brain chemicals that Mario Galaxy does, because I, unlike countless millions on the internet, am not so into Rosalina that being in her presence is the main sell of Mario Galaxy. I'm gonna have to say no. It did not feel like redoing levels over and over to get different stars. It did not feel like that at all, actually.
Also, it doesn't really capture the tone of the storybooks. They're kind of sad in Mario Galaxy. Like, there's like a deeper feeling to that than Bing Bing Wahoo, run to the next problem now.
Yeah, we did one storybook that started to get that downer vibe, and we had to hard cut away from it.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think they should have adapted this back into a video game? I'm going to start with Bob. Bob?
I don't think they should do that.
Yeah.
What would it would just be
It'd be like the
insane.
Sonic. It would be like the third Sonic movie thing for Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations, whatever they called it, where you got to do one level as Keanu Reeves' Shadow.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
They should, honestly, they mainly shouldn't do it because it would completely blow all their budgets. It's like, we need to have everything that's ever been in a Mario game in this one Mario game.
And somehow it has like rapid button press QTEs, so that way the fight sequences could be what they are.
Right.
So you're saying no?
I'm saying no. Because someone would probably be like, oh, wait, no, I'm convincing myself to it. Like, oh, they need to make a Mario game, but they also need to have a Ninja Gaiden level combat system for the Mario game.
See, it sounds pretty good.
Right? But no, I'm going to stick to no.
I'm going to go with yes. I would be very amused to see what Nintendo would do trying to convert this movie back into a video game. It might be one of the most interesting and bizarre things to ever come out of Nintendo, as they just make a thing that's trying to be a blockbuster movie as a video game, which I don't
What if somehow that's what they're trying to do with that DLC for Wonder?
No, I'm pretty sure all that had was inflation based on the internet's reaction. Is Rosalina what's the term? Accurately tall in that version? Does anyone know that in Wonder she's really tall?
I don't know. That's
Okay.
just the Switch 2 version, right? I haven't looked at it at all.
Well, it also adds some content. I don't even know what content because they charge too much for this shit. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's charged content.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
it is. But like I'm saying, I didn't see her in the original because she isn't in it.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Yeah, that's true. Chris, should they adapt this movie back into a video game?
Yes, purely on the grounds that I want Mario BioShock as a level. Like that city segment was like, why hasn't this been a level in a Mario game? You know, beyond New Donk City, which is a much different sort of city. So yes, absolutely they should.
Aggro?
Princess Peach boss rushing Mario 2 villains. Yes, 100%.
And then we could play the Burly Brawl theme.
I honestly, that's the music I thought would go in there.
You know, honestly, I would have entertained that at any level if I thought for a second that Warner Brothers would work with Universal. Or actually, it's not Universal, is it? It's just Nintendo and oh god. No, it is Universal. I'm right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they would license them a song for their movie. I bet they would be like, no. Next up, should they make an FMV game out of this movie? I'm gonna say no. I'm actually gonna stand up and say absolutely not. Could you? Yes. I think that would remove all of the inherent joys of an FMV game's gaudiness. It would look too visually good. And it would distract from all the funny jokes and references. I can't look at the things in the background if I'm trying to hit A in time to not die. And by die, I mean play a random video clip of Mario falling that fades to black. Aggro, what do you think?
Yeah, no, this movie scans watching it to chop it up into an FMV game, you would almost have to put in interstitial cards of like, and then they went to this place, and that really points out how kind of chopped up this story is. So that's maybe not a good look.
Bob?
Part of me wants to say yes, but I know that it would be a complete nightmare. Like,
Yeah.
This movie is so much rapid pace fight sequence and other things like that. You would just be having to keep up with button prompts at all times. So I'm going to say no. It's just too much.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm also going to say no. It would just be, you get a repetitive stress injury from hitting so many buttons.
Yes.
And you will have gained nothing. This brings us to our final category, and Chris gets to lead us off. Is this movie normal person friendly? Chris?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is one of the most normal person friendly movies we've ever done. The only people it is not normal person friendly for is the 50-year-old man who had to go see it to write an article for it for his job.
I know,
Yes.
I was expecting this to be so much worse over the 0 out of 10. I was like, oh, this is just really fast-paced and making references to video games. Oh, I can see how a movie critic would find that insane. Yeah. Bob?
Yeah, I'd say it's normal person friendly. Like, it's only 99 minutes. It's just a bunch of fun action sequences and little jokes. Like, most people know what Mario is. Like, even if you don't ever play a video game, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a Mario.
That's a Mario. Aggro?
Because I do not count the group of joyless pricks who were posting, this movie is so bad, it's causing me physical pain, as normal people, I'm going to say yes.
I honestly, I know a lot of people who were haters of the first movie, and I think they would enjoy this one more, frankly. I think people who dislike the first movie would probably get more out of this one. Because it doesn't fall into this is the first movie plot. We have to do the first movie plot. And all of these character arcs, as Aggro was talking about, shedding those maybe made it better. I'm gonna have to say yes. This is a supremely normal person friendly film. It's a lot of visual gags. It's a lot of obvious humor. It's a crap load of references to things, but it still functions if you don't know what those things are. It's a great time, and a normal person can go see the Mario movie. And I'm glad that you listened to this podcast to make sure that this was a normal person friendly film before you took your normal person friend to go see this film. The Metacritic for this right now, the Rotten Tomatoes rather, is about 15 or 13 points lower than the first movie, which is pretty surprising.
It is more incoherent, so if that's your entire metric...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course we can't compare box office because it just came out. It just came out. That's completely not helpful. There's no point.
Excited for it to be basically 1-1.
Yeah, I assume this will do obscenely well because this is a fucking Mario movie. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Gamers Go to the Movies. Look forward to next time, which is actually the thing we recorded before this one, but didn't have time to release. The executive producers for this month's GigaBoots videos are Spaceman Spiff, Red Blaze 27, Brendan O'Sullivan, Cooper Tank, BN12, and Rado. Thank you very much to our executive producers, and also these guys. If you want to become an executive producer or a normal patron, head on over to patreon.com/gigaboots today.